computer. Okay, now I think it's recording. All right, so it's recording. So yeah, so like I say, the most important thing is that you withdraw. Yeah, it's being recorded now. I didn't want to record with the music and stuff like that. But the most important thing is that you guys withdraw, and this is what I say about Forex all the time. If you're not withdrawing, then Forex is just a hobby for you. If you're not withdrawing consistently, Forex is just a hobby. It's just something that you're doing, right? So we want you to start withdrawing. So for everybody, pick a strategy, whatever strategy you like, but pick the one that's most profitable for you. It doesn't have to be this teacup strategy. It could be any strategy, because I'm not going to sit here and say I got the best strategy. No, there's a lot of good strategies, but this is just something simple that even if you're learning other strategies, this could be the first one you learn so you can start making money and then learn the rest, because the rest are hard. You know, the other ones aren't the easy strategies to pick up. And even if you know them, you still sometimes are not profitable. So learn this one to be profitable real quick. And then as you go along in your Forex career, right, you learn the other ones and the ones that are more technical and more advanced than this one. So we're gonna start right now. It's 10:10. So let's start. Okay, boom. I tell people all the time, listen, I was trying to upgrade my Zoom real quick, but I'm waiting for them to call me back because I wanted to upgrade to 200 because I know there's gonna be probably people that can't get in this one. So let me get on right now. Down on Zoom. All right, so let's start. Let's wait. Cool. So if sometimes because it might zoom in or not, so the screen. So just let me know so I could get it fixed again. So right now we're looking at EA. I wasn't looking at this particularly, but we on EA. So let's see what we see here. If we see anything here that we call teacup. Okay, cool. So you have something right here. Cool. First one of the day that we're looking at. I did not pick this one out. So this is just the first one. We're going to go from right to left. We're going to look at all these charts. And if you have a chart that you want me to look at, just put it in the chat. So EA. So we're going to start here. For most people that know, this right here would be, right, the resistance line would be the handle, right? The cup. The resistance line would be the teacup, right? So let me write this down for you guys. Let's see. All right, cool. GUUG. All right, cool. Yeah, those are in my list, so don't worry about that. So let me put these arrows right here. Cool. So now, this resistance line right here, we're gonna label it as the cup. So this resistance line would be the cup. Let me put that smaller here. Cool. So this resistance line would be the cup. All right, cool. This would be the cup. Now, this would be the beginning handle. Always, 99% of the time, the bearish candle begins the handle of the teacup. Begins the handle of the teacup. The bearish handle begins the beginning of the teacup. 99% of the time, the bullish candle is the ending handle of the teacup. So what I will show you is this. So you see this right? You see this, right? You see this cup, right? Starts here, ends here, right? So this is the beginning handle, comes around, forms a U, right? Now, again, for people who know, it's not a perfect U. It is not a perfect U. So don't think that it has to be a perfect U because it's not. Oh man, I have to try to get this. I feel bad for the people who could not get on because it's already it's 100 people max. So so this will be the handle, right? This is the cup. The resistance line is the cup. This is the beginning of the handle. This ends the handle. This completes the handle, and then you get the drop. Now, usually I tell people, if you know, you've been on this, I tell people all the time, get your 25 pips. Get your 25 pips. You know, that's not a bad idea. I have put like my last 2 teacups webinars, I put them on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna put this on the YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel, you have to have my link to see these videos. But I'm thinking of doing that, or maybe a Facebook Live. So this is the beginning of the handle. This is the cup. The resistance line is the cup. You have your U formed right here, and then you have your drop. Now this drop, I don't think it's 25 pips yet. Let me see. I don't think it's 25 pips. Let's see, where is that? It was actually 25 pips. So I tell people all the time, when you get in a teacup, I mostly go for it 2 teacups a day, 25 pips each setup, right? So you got your 25 pips here. You might get more, but my saying is 25 pips and get out, right? But there's people that drag it along more because you actually get more pips. And I'm gonna show you right now. Let me just change this color. Let me change this color of this. Let me use a green. Let me use a green. So now you see this first one, right? So you see this first one right here. Now I'm gonna show you another teacup, right? Because I know you guys that have been on, I know you guys are seeing this. Let's go, look how many teacups are in this pair right here. You got this one right here, right? Boom, look. So remember, let's move this down. This right here is the cup. The resistance line is your cup. This is the handle, right? This is the handle. This is the handle, right? I don't even like this color. Let's go with it. So this right here, right? This is the beginning, right? This is the handle, the beginning of the handle. It comes around. The next time it touches the handle, right? When it completes the handle right here, just like beginning of the handle, completion of the handle right here, then you got the drop. So beginning of the handle, the next time it comes around, right, and completes the handle, which basically is connecting from connecting the cup, handle, and handle, you get the drop. So the resistance line will be your cup. The bearish candle, right, will be the beginning of the cup, the beginning of the handle, right? The handle is forming. Then the handle completes itself right here, always most of the time on a bullish candle. And then you have the drop. So you see the U coming around, boom. Remember, the next time it touches this zone, right? The next time it touches this, it left the zone, leaves the zone. This is the beginning handle, right? Comes around, forms the U. Again, don't have to be a perfect U. Then it completes the handle, and really what it does is comes back around to the zone. The first time it comes back to the zone, you have your drop. How many pips was that? That was more than 25 pips. That was actually almost 80 pips, right? That was almost actually 80 pips. Now, I tell people all the time, unless news comes out, right? Unless news comes out, and you guys should know this because I've said this before, unless news comes out, the first time around when it touches the hand, when it touches the cup after it left the zone, the first time around, you're guaranteed to get your 25 pips. You're guaranteed, 99% guaranteed that the first time when it completes the handle after leaving the zone, right? This is the cup, this is the zone, beginning of the handle, comes around, completes the handle, it came back to this zone right here where your resistance line is at. The first time it touches the zone after it left it, and it makes this like U form, it's gonna drop. 99% of the time, it's going to drop. It is going to drop. So people always ask me, oh, is it guaranteed? unless news comes out that pushes it forward, it's gonna drop. It's gonna definitely drop. Now, this is how cool this is, right? I'm gonna show you right now. So we got 2 teacups right now. We see 2 teacups. Now, for the people who've been on, I know you probably see, how many of you see 3 teacups right now? Real quick. How many of you guys see 3 teacups? Tell me yes if you see 3 teacups in this setup. That's how I know people have been paying attention. People have been paying attention because let's erase this right here. So let's do this. Let's erase this right here. Let's erase this. Let's erase this. Let's erase this. So we have our first teacup right here, which you got your 25 pips. But before this happened, we had this, right? Now I'm gonna show you another one. And I tell people all the time, you could do this 2 times. The 3rd time, be careful. I wouldn't do it the 3rd time. 2nd time, yeah. So, right? So, again, this was the teacup, right? In this same zone. This resistance line, which is 1.59801. 1.59801. Let me write this for you real quick. Write this for you right here. $1.59801. Cool. So this zone right here, right? You guys can see it. So it formed 1 teacup, right? Now, cool. Look what happens. It formed another one. Oh, this is just easy money. This is easy money. You see this right here? It formed another one right here, right? Remember, the bearish candle right here. This bearish candle. Let's draw it out. This bearish candle right here. Why is it not letting me draw? Hold on. Oh, it zoomed in. All right, cool. Let me, all right, got you. All right, I got you. Hold on, I got you. Let me share a new screen. And let me go back to sharing the screen. We cool now? We cool? Yeah, okay, we're good. Just let me know. That's why I have it like this. So, right, this was the first teacup. You see this one, right? This was the first teacup right here. Then we got another one, look. Wait, see, they're playing with me today. They're playing. They don't want us to get teacups. They're playing with me today. Okay, cool. So we got the second one right here, look. Boom. Look at this. Oh, look at this right here. Yeah, it works best in the hour time frame. But if you catch a teacup on the 4-hour or in the daily, that's going for 50 pips and above. The hourly one, I tell people to do 25 pips, get in and get out. But if you want, you can get more. For example, so we got this first teacup at this zone, right? This is the important zone, 159.801, right? That's the cup. This resistance line is the cup. First handle, beginning of the handle, left the zone, came back around, boom, we got this drop. But then, okay, look, handle, came back around, touched this handle again. Now, I tell people all the time, the first one, when it comes back around to the zone, is 99% guaranteed you're going to get to your 25 pips, right? The second one, I'll say is 65%, right? 65% that you're going to get your 25 pips. The third one, don't take it. I don't care if you get your pips. Do not take the third one, right? This is the third one. I tell people that all the time. First one, 99%. Second one that comes back around to that zone, 65% that you'll get your 25 pips. The third one, let it go because it's going to break it and it's going to most of the time go up. But as you can see, it went up to this zone and then went down, right? But you got 1, 2. Now let's see how many pips this gave you. Let's erase this. Let's see how many pips this gave you. This gave you right here. It gave you 25 pips. But again, it gave you a little bit more. It gave you almost 70 pips. So with this first teacup at this same zone of 1.59801, it gave you almost 80 pips. The second one gave you 70 pips. Now, that's 160 pips. That could make somebody's week. That right there can make somebody's week, 160 pips. That can make somebody's week. So just in a 2-day period, right? 2-day period, 1 day, right? Second day, because sometimes they might take a day to play out. So this was on, let me see what day was this? April 4th, April 5th, you got your first teacup. April 6th, you got your second teacup right here. And then on the same day, you got your third teacup. So just from April 4th to April 5th, on EA, you would have caught, if you would have did all 3 teacups, remember, the first one is 99% guaranteed unless news happens. And we don't control the news, we can't control what happens. The second time it comes back to the zone, 65% chance, I will still take it. It's just 65% chance is still good. I will still take it the second time. Cool, you got another 70 pips. So that's 80, 70. Let me see, let me just make sure. This first one right here gave you what? If you would have had it 80 pips, this one gave you 70, so that's 150 pips. Now this third one would have gave you 25, so that's 185 pips you would have got in 2 days from the 4th, 5th, and 6th, spanning 2 days, 4th, 5th, and 6th, right? Then you would have got 185 pips just on EA. Right? So this right here just goes to show you that in one pair, you had 3 teacups in one pair. But wait, there's more. There's more. Hold on, there's more. I got y'all. There's more. Oh man, yo, this, I mean, it's funny because this was just on my chart because I had traded this on Friday and made some money, so that's why it was on it. But as I'm looking at it now, look at this. Look, people, look. Boom. What we got here? Beginning candle, right? This is the cup. The resistance line is the cup, right? For look, first time. This is actually the first time it came around. Boom. This was actually the second time. I just noticed this. This was actually the second time, and you got your 25 pips. But look at the first time it came around and hit this zone. Oh my God. Those are 4 teacups within the 3rd to the 6th. You would have got 4 teacups. And let's just say, for example, you would have been moving your stop loss and you didn't do what I do, get your little 25 pips and go. You would have got, in total, that's 140 pips just went down. So you would have got this teacup, then you would have got this teacup, then this one, and then you would have came back around because remember, the first time it touches this zone, it came back around. The first time it touched the zone, you would have got that drop, which was this one actually right here. So this is the second time it came around, and you got your 25 pips. So now I would advise you the next time it comes back to the zone, do not take it because you got your first one right here. Your first one right here. That's, you know, that's crazy. This is over. Let me see. That was 185 plus 1. Yo, that's crazy. You got 320 pips off this one pair and the teacup from the 3rd to Friday. So that would have been, Friday was the 6th, 5th, 4th. From Tuesday to Friday, you would have did 320 pips. That could have been your whole week. Even if you trade a standard, right? 320 pips is what? It's $3,200. If you would have traded 0.10, that's $320. 0.50, you would have got $1,600 off this. Just off this one pair. You got 4 teacups in this one pair. Do you guys see all the teacups on this pair? Do you guys see all these teacups on this pair? That's crazy. Like I wasn't even looking at it like that. Look at all the teacups in this pair. That's 320 pips. That would have made your week. That would have just made your week. That definitely would have made your week right there. So, remember what I told you. The first time, look, and you're going to see it. Yeah, I know, right? So you guys are going to be able to spot all these teacups, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just start seeing it all over the place. So remember the first time, remember what I said? The first time it forms a teacup. Boom, 99% chance of what? It's gonna drop. There goes your drop. First time here, look, 1, 2, came back around. There you go, boom. There you go. Second time, boom, there you go. This is the second time. You got your 25 pips. EA still looks like it's on a downtrend. I still think it's gonna probably come down 100 pips, but you know, because I still think it's on a downtrend. But who's to say? But you got 4 teacups in just this pair. Just 4 teacups. Yeah, catch it on a demo. Catch it on a demo. It's like I tell people all the time, do it for a demo for a week. It doesn't hurt you to try it on a demo for a week. You're not losing any money. Try it on a demo for a week, and then that's it. And then after that, then you know, if you see it works. Upside teacups, people tell me this all the time. Some people have pointed it out to me. I don't do the, you know, upside unless I see something, you know, that I'm like, oh wow, I gotta take it. But I'm looking for sell limits. So what happens is, right? So this is what's gonna happen. Because now I'm showing you the teacups, but now you want to know how you're gonna enter the teacups. I'm gonna show you how you get into it. So what happens is when you see this forming, right? When you see this, it says it leaves the zone, and you start seeing it come back around, right? All you're gonna do is put your resistance line right here, right? You're gonna have your resistance line, and you're already gonna have your sell limit in place. You're gonna have your sell. Why? Because once it leaves this zone, you're like, okay, cool. Let me see where it's gonna come back around. What's the next zone that's gonna retest? It's gonna be this zone right here, right? You see this wick, and then after that, it left this zone. It has to come back. So now you're gonna already have your sell limit in place. You're gonna have your sell limit here. You're gonna have your sell limit at 1.6013 for this teacup right here. Look, came back around, and this was probably news. You know what's funny? This was news. You see this long candle? This was news. But look what happened. The long candle gave you what? This long bullish candle gave you 70 pips. But look where it started retracing. Where it formed what? A teacup. Where it formed a teacup, that's when it started to retrace and it went all the way back down. So this right here was news. Why do you think it broke this teacup right here? You see this? Remember, like I told you, only news can affect something like this. Because this would have been a nice teacup, but news affected it. But what it do? It broke this one and went to the second teacup up here, and then you got your drop. Well, what I know is the last bearish candle that it would touch. Okay, this is how I'll do it, right? For Alfredo, cool. For example, let's take everything out, right? Let's take everything out. Let me backspace everything. Backspace everything. Let's take everything out. Let's take all the lines out. Boom. How would I know? Because this is the last one, the last bearish candle before it started really dropping. Like you see how it just dropped, lower lows, it started making lower lows. So this was the last one. So this was the highest point. So I'm gonna go, technically, I could have gone from the wick. Sorry about that. See, I could have gone from the wick. Didn't matter. I could have gone from the wick because this is the last one. You see, you got these two and then you got this one. So now this is the last one. And then once start coming back to the zone, I'm already waiting for this one right here because of this long wick. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a zone where it's going to come back to right here because this is long wick. This wick right here indicates to me that it's going to come back to the zone because there was something here that made this wick go. So I'm going to put my resistance line right here, and then you got it right here, look, boom. Then you got it right here, boom. See that? Same thing right here. This last wick, look, wick, then a bullish, bearish. So I'm like, okay, let me go here because I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna go from here. Body, then you see another bullish candle. Then I see this, and I'm gonna go from here. You could have honestly, you could have put it from here if you wanted to, but I just, you know what it is, when you've been doing it for so long, you kind of just like, it's like a job. You know when you go to your job for the first time and you're getting trained for like a week or two, once you know the job, people can be like, how are you able to do this at your job? Like, how you know what to do? It's just like, it just comes to you. You know, it just comes to you. So like I would say, it just comes to me. Like I just know, okay, right here, this is where I'm gonna put my resistance line. It's gonna come back to the zone, look at the drop, come back to this zone, look at the drop. This is the zone right here. Cool. You got this lower low, lower low. So I'm gonna go from here. There you go. Boom. There goes the drop. So it's just something that comes natural. So just in EA, we got 4 teacups in EA. 4 teacups in EA. So you would have made 320 pips just off this pair from Tuesday to Friday. Is that not a lot of pips? That's a lot of pips for one pair. So let's look at ECAD. Let's see what ECAD, if ECAD gave us any remember, I'm trying to catch, see, I tell people, I'm trying to catch 50 pips a day, right? From Monday to Friday, 50 pips a day on the teacup strategy, right? So that would give me 250 pips for the week. That's all I need at a $3 lot. That's $7,500 because I tell people all the time, I withdraw every week $7,500, give or take maybe 72, 74, 76, but $7,500 is the average that I withdraw every week because I'm looking for 2 teacups a day with all these different pairs, right? 50 pips, 25 on each. So just that pair alone, right? If I didn't trade the whole week and I just traded that pair, it would have given me my 250 pips for the whole week. Think about that. That pair would have given me my 250 pips. That's crazy. So let's look at ECAD. See if we see anything here. Cool. So this is a perfect example, right? Look at the wick. Look at the wick, right? So this wick right here, look, boom, comes back around. You're like, okay, now it's forming the U. Yeah, I know. That's why they call me the GOAT. Don't ever get it confused. I am the GOAT because I withdraw more than 99% of these traders. I don't have the best, I don't have the most nicest looking charts, but again, I tell my student, I tell everybody, it's about the withdrawal, baby. Nobody cares how nice you, listen, nobody cares at the end of the day how nice your charts. If your account ain't looking like this, and I held these trades over the weekend. Right? If your account ain't looking like this, I mean, I don't want to zoom. Okay, hold on. Let me share another screen. Share. Boom. Let's go to new share. You guys see it now? That good? Screen is good? Like I said, again, you see it live. This is live. It says live server. This ain't no demo. So if your account ain't like, it's all about the withdrawals. Like I said, I held these trades over the weekend. If your account ain't something like this, I don't even want to, don't talk to me about your analysis, your technical analysis, your dope strategy, your charts looking all beautiful. Listen, I tell you all the time, go ask the traders, let me see your live account. Look, watch how fast they fumble their words. I show it to you guys every week. And I've been withdrawing every week from this account. That's why you see it in the 30s. It was at 50 something. Then I withdrew like 15,000. And then I just been withdrawing 7,500 every week. But you're going to see always around this number, 30 to 40,000. You know what I'm saying? If I have a great week, I'll just withdraw 75 and keep the rest. But if it's not looking like this, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of traders will go out there and they'll look all crazy, but, you know, you never see their live account. Live is what matters. You know, say what you want about me, but my live account, everybody sees it. They've seen it at 50,000. They've seen it at 45, 49. So, you know, I trade a couple of setups, which I'm gonna go into in a minute. I trade a couple of setups. So just in case you ask me, does this really work? You know, I don't know if this works. You see my account, so you know it works, right? So right here, we got another teacup right here. Now it doesn't matter. It's just whenever it forms. Yeah, I do. I sometimes go off the reservations and do other things, you know. But this is like, all right, put it like this. If let's say Monday and Tuesday, I don't have great days because I'm trying different things, I rest assured that the next 3 days, I'm gonna go back to my T-Curve strategy and get my 7,500 for the week. You know, like I'll try things Sunday, Monday, you know, But remember, because the teacup might take a day to form. It might form the same day. It might take a day. So, you know, I'm just looking through all the pairs for it. So cool, look. Like I said, let's put the zone here. You see it right here, right? You see it. Boom. Left the zone, came back around, touched it. What it do? What it do? Remember, the resistance line is your cup. This is the handle. Oh yeah, look at this one. This, see, you see? Okay, good you said that, Shante. I got you right now. Hold on. But I got you right now. But okay, look, left the zone, right? This is the zone. Look at the wick, left the zone. It could be a wick or a body, it doesn't matter. But when you see it coming back, where's it gonna come back to? Once you see this is what I tell people all the time. When you see this right here, start looking for your nearest teacup. When you see this right here, start looking for your nearest teacup. It was right here. What is wrong with my screen today? I gotta start using my Mac. I don't know. This computer is like, I don't know. So when you see this bullish candle, look for your next teacup, your nearest teacup after this candle, which would have been right here. Like right here would have been okay. That's where it's going. Yup, right here, the 4 and the 50, which I'll go over in a second. So look, one. This is it. This is the cup. The resistance line is the cup. Remember, 1.57894 would be your cup. This would be the beginning of the handle. It came around. Boom. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. Now let's see how much. Gotta call. I mean, no, you could draw it maybe 4 or 5 pips, you know, below it. I mean, because I tell people all the time, remember, your stop loss is gonna be 30 pips. Stop loss is gonna be always 30 pips, just in case they go stop hunt. They go stop hunt searching and looking for stop losses. So always put your stop loss 30 pips above your entry, right? So boom, there it goes. Let's see how many pips is this. Of course, we know you got your 25 pips. But if you would have rolled it out and moved your stop loss, almost 200 pips. Look, handle makes the U. Ain't got to be a perfect U. Nah, you won't be screwed. I mean, because again, you got a 30 pip stop loss, so you should be okay. But try to be mostly on like 5. You could be 5 pips off. That's fine. It's not a big deal if you draw like 5 pips under. But here goes your handle. Beginning of the handle completes the cup, which is this resistance line would be your cup, and there goes your drop. You would have got your 25 pips right here, but you could have held it and kept it going, right? So yes, this comes to this basically comes to this portion of the 4 and the 50 moving average. Shante just said, I don't know who was it that said, yeah, Shante. So I don't know if you guys know about the 50 and the 4 moving average, right? Do you guys know about this? For the people who haven't been on, do you guys know? But I'm gonna get my own IMO TV channel. I think I start not next Sunday, the Sunday after. I'm gonna have my own IMO channel for teacups. So IMO TV, so you guys can see me on there. I don't really use fibs. I use them here and there. I don't really use it like that. So the 50 and the 4, right? So let's go over the 50 and the 4 real quick. So the 4, let me give you guys a chance to write this down right here. The 4 is simple, right? Go take a screenshot, write it down, because you're gonna want to use these moving averages, because I'm about to show you why you want to use this, right? This is how we be killing the market. This is how we be killing the market. You guys got that? You got this one already? Woo, Chris, you're on fire. Man, 300 pips, damn. Now this is the 50. Let's go to 50. I'm gonna explain to you why we use this. 50 is exponential, right? Take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of that. All right, so you guys got this? Cool. All right, man, I like to see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want people to win. I want people to win. So now, let me break down the 4 and 50 moving average as we do our teacups, and it all ties in together, right? Which is cool. So anytime you see the 4 moving average, right? The 4 moving average touch the 50 moving average when they cross right here. You see how they crossed? Right here, right? They cross right here. Anytime the 4 moving average crosses the 50 moving average, they touch on the way up. So when the 4, you see the 4 moving average starting to go on a bullish trend, right? On the bullish trend, and it touches the 50, right? As it's going on a bullish trend, you want to buy. Market execution, buy. Now, I tell you one thing real quick. Just when you buy, just take a look at it because it might loop around and come back down. So just make sure it doesn't loop around and come back down. But if it doesn't, stay where you buy. And what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen right now. This is going to go up to where you think it's going to go up to. If you was paying attention, where you think this is going to go to? Come on. Where you think this is going to go to? Exactly. This is going right here to form what? Your teacup. This is where you're going to get. So you should already have your sell limit, right? You see this? You should already have your sell limit in place for 1.57894 because remember, it's the second time. It's the first time, second time is 65%, but second time, just get your 25 pips and go. The first time, you want to write it out for more than 25 pips, be my guest. Because the first time, like I said, is 99% guaranteed. It's going to drop, and it's going to drop heavy. Second time, just get your 25 pips. Remember, you don't do it the third time. First and second, that's what you want to do. So you already know that this is going up to 1.57894. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get here today. It might get there in 2 days. But it's going to get there. I rest to assure you that it's going to get there. You know, it's going to get there. So people ask me, when should you be, looking for a teacup? Well, we're looking at a teacup right now. We're looking at a teacup right now. Right, here we go. Look, here we go. Left the zone, right? This is the last time it was at the zone. It ain't touching here, so this is why we're going to put our resistance line right here because this is the highest zone it was at right now. So we're going to go like this. Look. Look how this U looks. Look. Don't mind my drawing, but boom. Look, ain't that a U? That's a U right there. That's a teacup. There goes your beginning handle, comes around, end handle whenever it touches right here, and you're going to get your 25-pip drop. So right now, you guys should be putting in, let me write this down for you guys real quick. Sell limit. Oh yeah, I'm giving you guys free money. This is free money. Damn, somebody's playing some good music. I'm all the way at the top, and I hear the guy's music from downstairs. Man, he must be having he has a good car system. 1.57894. So right there, you guys, everybody on here should be having a sell limit right now. Put a sell limit for 1.57894. Because we know you're going to get your 20. Remember, it's the second time it touches. So we're going to get at least our 25 pips. We're going to get 25 pips. We're going to get out. Let's not be greedy. Get our 25 pips. Let's get out. So everybody should have that. Cool. So that should be a sell limit. So again, when the 4 and the 50, now this is the cool thing about this. When the 4 and the 50 touch on the way up, you get this, you buy, market execution buy. When the 4, you see how the 4 right here, this is a perfect example. You would have bought right here, right? But then pay close attention to it because you see that it came back around, the 4 came back around and touched the 50 on its way down. So now when the 4 touches the 50 on its way down, what you gonna do? When the 4 touches the 50 on its way down, what you gonna do? You're gonna sell, and there goes all. Look at all these pips. Look at all these pips. Because what happens is if I don't find a teacup strategy forming that day, and it might take a day or two, I'm looking for what? My 4 and my 50 and my 4 moving averages to get my 25 pips. I do 2 strategies. The teacup is my main one. That's the first one I start looking for. But I also, as I'm looking for the teacups, I'm also looking for my 4 and my 50 moving average. Because I know when they touch, either going up, when the 4 touches the 50 on a bullish trend, you buy. When the 4 touches the 50 on a bearish trend, you sell. Guys, you ain't got to be a rocket scientist to make money in the market. The problem is that so many people that are good traders, their strategies, you got to go through a lot of teaching. You have to, I mean, it takes you months to learn their strategy because there's a lot that goes into it. This strategy, my 8-year-old daughter, which I'm going to get her on this webinar next week, she going to break this down to you guys because she breaks this down to me now. Like, Dad, look at this cup. The cup, look, it goes like this. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. This is something that not only can you do, this you can pass it on. You can teach people. The problem with a lot of people in IML is that they don't even learn the strategy that they're getting taught. So how are they going to teach it to the person they bring in? They're hoping that the person they bring in learns the same strategy that they're learning from their mentor or from the educator. But this, you can actually bring people in and host your own webinar on teacups. You know, host your own webinar on teacups for your team. How many of you guys that have been on my webinar from the beginning and been on practically all my webinars, you telling me right now you don't feel confident enough that you could do a webinar for your team and just teach them this? The 50 and the 4 and the teacup strategy? This is something that you could, so now when you're talking about, man, how come all these people are hitting ranks, right? I'm just helping. You know what I just did for you guys? Let me tell you something, especially if you're on my team. There's a lot of people here. Right now, I got so many people texting me that they can't get on. This is why I was trying to make my Zoom to 200 people, because there's like at least almost my DM, almost 80 people on my DM. I just counted almost 80 people right now on my DM that can't get on. And there's probably more on Facebook that can't get on, right? So, yeah, I know you're on my team, Chris. So if you're on my team, what I just did for you is not only did I help you learn how to trade and make it simple so you can make money and you can pass it on to your teammates, now this is helping you build your business. Because a lot of people, when they come into the business, join people that don't know how to trade, and then they complain about, I don't know how to trade because the person I signed up to don't know how to trade. So I'm teaching you an easy strategy so you can know how to learn how to trade. You can learn how to trade fast so you can pass this on. So I'm not only teaching you how to trade, I'm helping you build your business even faster, because now you provide value to people. The reason why a lot of people join me is because I have value. If you on my team, we have me, we have the market maker Chris, who's like that's the other GOAT. You have Shane that does the New York session. You have Mr. Orrin Wright that has an IMO TV. And think about it. Orrin has an IMO TV channel. That's a great teacher. You have Chris, who makes you catch pips all day on the Market Watch. Chris and Orrin are about to do the Market Watch on IMO TV. And then I'm about to have an IMO TV channel. So you got, out of my 4 traders, 3 of us are going to be on IMO. So if you on my team, there's no excuse for you not to learn how to trade and not make money with us. Like if you do not learn how to trade, it's because you ain't want to. Because you got me, Chris, and Orrin, and Shane, right? And then you got other people like DNA, Daniel, Andy, Nikita, who know how to trade too. They have their own style. They do what they do. So you got so many traders in my group, in my trade analysis Telegram group. You have like at least 8 great traders. So you should be learning how to trade. So like I said, the 50, and the 4 moving average is another way for you to make money. That's all it is, just another tactic for you to make money. GCAT, cool. So let's see what we got with GCAT. We can go through every pair. You're gonna see. So, for example, this was, you see this, right? So let's look. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence that this right here, this is the next zone. And even if you want to, some people like, listen, you want to go from this last zone, cool, the body of this last zone. You got your first teacup. This is your first teacup. First teacup, you got your 25 pips. I know that. But this right here is going to be a second one. This is going to be a second one right here. This is going to be your second teacup right here. Yeah, we're going to definitely do that. We're going to definitely do that. So you got your teacup right here, right? Left the zone, came back around, touched the zone right here. Again, it's not going to be a perfect U, but you get the picture, right? How many pips you just grabbed out the first time it came back to the zone? Let's see. Whew. 55 pips. 50 to 55 pips. Remember, the first time it comes back to the zone, right? First time it comes back around, comes to the zone, there goes your drop. Boom. There goes your drop. 55 pips. Right? So there goes your first teacup. So now, this will be your other teacup right here. There goes 1.60617. That is your next teacup because look, the zone, it hasn't come back to the zone yet. Next time it comes back to the zone, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's going to drop. It's going to drop. Actually, this will be the second time. Now I'm looking at it. This will be actually the second time when it comes back. Because it came, look, left the zone, came back here. You got your drop. Oh my God, bro, wait. You know what? Wait just a minute. Wait. Let me not give you bad information because this is actually this is going to be the third time it actually touches it. Yeah, look. This is actually the third. So I wouldn't take this teacup. Don't take this one right here. Don't take this one. Why? Because look. One, this is the first teacup. Look. This is the first. Let me draw it out for you so you guys can see it. This was the first teacup at this zone that I thought it was. This was the first teacup at this zone. Now you got your drop. How many pips was that? Let's see. That went down 63 pips. Handle, end of the handle, your drop. This, remember, the resistance line is your actual cup. Now look. Now let's erase this. Now let's erase everything here. Damn, so much money here. You guys better use this damn strategy because this is just too much money in here. So this is the first, right? This is the first. Now look, it left it, came back, touched it. Now I always tell you, the teacup, once it touches the zone for the second time, which is right here, it might drop that first hour, it might drop the second hour, it might take 3 hours to drop. But if you're patient enough, look at the drop. If you didn't get your 25 pips here, which I doubt it, in the second hour, you actually did get your 25 pips right here. This candle right here gave you 25 pips. Touched it right here. Touched it right here. Right? Zone. This was the first zone. You got your 20. You got your 60 pips. Came back around. Let me draw it for you. Look at this. Look at this U right here. Boom. Came back around. Touched it again. It took an hour, but you got your 25 pips. But if you would have just waited, and move your stop loss, there you go. Look, there you go. Look. Let's follow it. 200 pips. 200 pips right there. So you would have got your first teacup right here. This is the first one, right? First one right here. Boom, came back around, touched it, you got your drop. But then this one, it came back around again. Look, oh, you want to come back and play? This is the second time. Remember, the second time I told you 65%. But you would have got your 25 pips, and if you would have just held it, you would have got 200 pips. Okay, good question, Shaz. The reason why I don't use a trading stop loss, and I should because I can get more pips out of it, is because I try to stay disciplined. And the number one thing in trading is to be disciplined. So the reason why I take my 25 pips and go is because I have a system. And I'm just trying to stick to that system because the 1 or 2 times that you go away from your system and you start undisciplining yourself, then you might win the first 2 times, but then when you stay undisciplined, you're going to start losing in your trades because you're not disciplined. You got to remember, it's all about a trading plan. right? You have to have a trading plan, and how you're going to execute your trading plan. So if you say I want to get 100 pips a day, cool, that's your trading plan. Now the second part is how you're going to execute that plan. So my thing is 50 pips because I could, and maybe because you guys, I'm not going to lie, you guys have started to, and this is what I love about trading, because just because I'm doing this method and you guys have been started doing it, you guys always be like, yo, Lou, why don't you just trade your stop loss? And you guys are starting to make me change my way a little bit. Like, damn, you know what? It's just because, you know, the market's so crazy that I could be up 25 pips and then all of a sudden something happens and it shoots the other way. Now I'm kicking myself for not taking my profits. But what I'm going to start doing is I might start trailing it, you know, like I might start, because me, I'm so programmed that once I get my 25 pips, I'm out. I don't care. I'm out. I don't care what it does. I don't look at it no more. That's it. I'm done, right? You could do twin trading teacups, which that's something that I'm gonna start doing, because I don't really do a lot of twin trading. But again, I'm learning from you guys, because a lot of you guys on the chat, I'm like, damn, you guys caught hella pips. You got like 5 positions in that shit. I should do the same shit. So like you learn from me, I learn from you guys. And a lot of you guys be like, yo, Lou, how come you don't trade your stop loss? I don't. And I'm like, damn, you know what? Maybe they right. Maybe I should start trading, because I'm probably missing out on so many pips. You know, I know I'm missing out on a lot of pips, but I just try to stay disciplined. Because remember, my goal is 50 pips a day, $3 lot, right? That's $1,500 a day. That allows me every week to, for sure, withdraw my 7,500. So this is why I do it, because I just try to stay disciplined, because I know for sure it guarantees me my 7,500 every week. You know, and that's what I'm trying to take out. But, you know, maybe now I'm going to start, you know, maybe dibbling, dabbling and doing what you guys are telling me to do. But so you see it, right? So we just went through 3 pairs, four teacups here, one right here. Let me make sure we have one teacup on ECAD. Yeah, we have one teacup at ECAD, and then we have another one that's going to form over here, right? So we have 4 for this is just last week. Think about this. 4 here, which gave you, I'm going to write it down. EA gave you 320 pips of teacups. EA, I'm going to write this down. EA, 320 pips of teacups. ECAD gave you, let's just say you would have wrote it down. That gave you 190 pips. ECAD, 190 pips. This was just last week off of teacups. GCAD would have gave you, let me see, your first teacup right here gave you, let's go, we're gonna go even. We're gonna write it to the nearest number, right? So that gave you 60, right? 60 right there. The second one right here, right, gave you what? 204. So 60 plus 204, that's 264 right now. And the third one right here, gave you, let's go 60. Round to the nearest number, let's go 60. So 265, let's say 265 plus 60 is 325. So now on our first 3 pairs that we just seen, right? GCAD, 365. That's a total of, it's like trading for dummies. That's what I call it, trading for dummies. So our first 3 pairs that we just went through, EA, ECAD, and GCAD, let me see, 320 plus 190 plus 365. That's 875 pips you would have gotten teacups just off these first 3 pairs. We didn't even think about this. We haven't even touched the rest of these pairs. There's other pairs that I got on my screen. The first 3 that we went, EA, ECAD, and GCAD, gave you 875 pips. Is that not a good month for people? Yeah, I am a dummy. That's why I needed to come up with the strategy, because I couldn't learn the other ones. Yeah, no, listen, I tell people I'm not the smartest guy. I just know how to get the most out of my abilities, right? So that's what you need to do. Get the most out of your abilities. And that's crazy. Like just these 3 pairs. Yo, these 3 pairs would have gave you a whole month of pips. 875 pips. Even if you put 0.10, which is $1 a pip, that would have been $875 you would have made off of those 3 pairs in a week. That's a week. That's some people's months. People hope to get 875 pips in a month. I'll sometimes put the line chart. So imagine, yeah, that's right. Right? So no, I'm not a. Listen, all right, let me be honest. No, I'm not a dummy. I'm actually kind of smart because I came up with the strategy. So I'm not a dummy. I'm just not the smartest person in the room. Like I said, I just know how to figure things out quickly and do it to my best abilities because I couldn't listen. People was teaching me strategies and I couldn't learn them. I needed something simple. So I am pretty smart. I just say, this is a strategy for dummies. So yeah, too many traders complicate things. Too many traders want to look beautiful. I'm not trying to look beautiful. I'm trying to get this money. So let's go. This is our first 3 pairs. Yo, I'm telling you right now, if you want this webinar, wow, I made 255 pips my first week with the teacup. Sheesh, that is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, if you on this webinar, man, listen, you getting some. Woo! Told you this webinar was gonna be fire. Now let's go to GM. Let's see. And when people ask me what pair is it that I trade any pair that forms a teacup. I'm not biased to nothing. I'm just looking for a teacup and the 50 and 4 moving average. As you can see right here, look at the 4 moving average, right? Touch the 50, and what you got? Ooh, you got this drop. Let's say you would have did a market execution right here. Market execution right here when the 4 on its way down touched the 50. Look at this. You would have got all this. 258 pips. Oh, don't worry about the green. That's a 200. I just wanted to. I wanted to just try it out, but don't worry about the green. I don't use that. I forgot to take it off. That's 200 and basically almost 16 pips. If you would have just used this other strategy, the 5, the 4, and the 50 moving average. 4 touched the 50 on a bearish downtrend. You sell automatically. There goes all your pips. Whew, there goes all your pips right here. Right? It goes all your pips. As a matter of fact, I think I should cancel this one. I should take this one out. It's funny. Listen. When it comes to swipe trades, I'll tell you like this. Nobody's perfect in trading. I mean, there's teacups that I lose. So I'm not going to say until every teacup wins. I will guarantee that you're going to win 9 out of 10, though. 9 out of 10 teacups, you're definitely going to win. I know that for a fact if you do it properly, right? But they are good swipe traders. You got Justin Adams is good. I like the most, and I'm biased, is because that's my boy. That's like my brother. Wealthy Pips, Gustavo to me is the best one. You know who's been good too? I think his name is Papa Smurf. I think Papa Smurf. I don't know what's his name, but he's actually been pretty good too. He's actually been pretty good. So he's been pretty good. So yeah, I don't want to Gustavo's like my brother, so I'm gonna be a little bit biased to Gustavo, but he is really good though. He is really good, right? So okay, so we got some teacups here. We got some teacups right here, right? So you get out when I get out the third time. Like the third teacup that's formed, I do not get in. First teacup that's formed on the same resistance line, I get in. The second one that's formed, I get in. Remember, that one's 65%. The third one, I don't touch. I don't touch. Nah, I can't. Matter of fact, me and Chris was on a text last night just talking about trading and stuff like that. But nah, Chris is nah. Listen, my shit is simple. Chris will break some shit down to you. You'll be like scratching your head. He's really that good, right? So we have a couple of teacups here. If you just looking at it right now, we have a couple of teacups. You guys should be able to see this. You guys definitely should be able to see this. So our first one, the first one that I want to pay attention to is this one right here. Hold on. I don't know why I did that. Let me make sure it didn't zoom in. So you guys didn't tell me it zoomed in. Let me share. So I just want to make sure it didn't zoom in. Cool. So now, okay, cool. So now, so this is the first teacup. Right here, look. 1. Yeah, Fred. That's what I say. Try it on a demo. Keep, because you're gonna. The more you do it, you're gonna really see the teacups. You're gonna really see them. First teacup. Right here. So there goes your U. There goes your pips. That was the first one that came back to the zone. The first time, guaranteed 25 pips. This actually gave you 60 pips. Cool. Second time, let's erase this one down. Second time. Remember, this one's 65%. Zone, second time, there goes your drop. How many pips is that? The first one was 60. The second one was actually, I think, more now. Jesus, the second one was more. If you would have held the second one, that was actually 130 pips. So you got 60 plus 130, right? 60 plus 130 is, write that down, 60 plus 130, right? This is a GN, right? Now remember the third time, look what happened the third time. Remember, first, second, right? Sorry. First, second. Actually, you know what? Shit. Hold on. Damn, this one actually worked for the third one. Damn, yo. Damn, this is crazy. This one actually worked the third time. I didn't even see it. Yeah, look. This is crazy. Look. First, second, right? This would be the second right here. So this would be your first teacup, same zone at 1.9138. This would be your second teacup, and then your third was right here. Look at this. Wow, this man, you would have really ate right here. Damn, you would have ate. This is your third one right here. Look at this one. Oh my God. Oh well, damn. This is your third teacup right here. Look. I swear to God, if it's a guy downstairs playing this damn Cardi B music, like, God, relax. Let the women play that music. I mean, it's good music, but let the women play that. Guys bumping it like it's no tomorrow down there. This is the third time. Yeah, it's ATL. Yeah, who knows out here? Anything goes out here. This is crazy out here. I'm gonna have to move back to New York. So your first teacup, boom, we got 60 drops. Your second teacup, you got 100 and it was 130. And your third teacup, which I tell you not to take, but if you would have took it, you would have made, no, because we're not gonna do that. Right here would be 55, right? Your third one would have got another 100 and something. This would have gave you 130, I think it was. Yeah, would have gave you 130. So just in here, right? Think about this. In a 2-day span on GN, on a 2-day span on GN, on a 2-day span. So basically it would have gave you from what day? From the 4th. As a matter of fact, think about this. From the 4th to the 5th. From the 4th to the 5th, you would have caught, let's go over let's see how many pips you would have caught if you would have just wrote it all the way down. 60 plus 130 plus 55, 245 pips. But again, the third time, I don't like to take it. I'll be honest with you, I do not like to take it. That's, at your own risk. But even if you just would have did the first 2 times, you would have got 85 pips. Let's just go, you would have got 60 plus 55. Let's just say you would have took the first 2 teacups. 1, 2, you would have got 115 pips if you would have wrote it all the way down. So if you would have got the first 2 teacups right here, that would have been 115 pips. So let's just put for GN 115 pips. Why? Because I'm not gonna count the third one because I tell people that's really risky. You might catch it, but a lot of times it'll just pass this resistance line. But if you would have been risky and you would have caught it, more power to you. But let's go from the first 2. So right now, in our first 4 pairs, right? We're not counting the third right here. Oh, wait, because we got another one here. Hold on. Yeah, so we have more. Obviously, this is the first one I put. You got this right here. Zone, handle. Remember, this is the cup. 1.9343 is the cup. Handle. Came around, touched the handle. How many pips did it go by? First time it touched the handle. That's 45 pips. But you would have got your 25. So let's add another 45. So basically, you would have got 160 in GN. We're not counting this one right here. This one we're not counting. This is trade at your own risk. This right here is trade at your own risk. This is the third time it hit the zone. This right here is trade at your own risk. First time is cool. Second time is cool. This third time right here, this is your third teacup at the zone. So your first 2 teacups, 1, 2. Third one is at your risk. So I'm not gonna count this, but I'm gonna count this one right here. We would have got 160 pips on GN from the 4th to the 6th, right? From the 4th, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We would have got, and I know you guys, if you guys been paying attention, you see another teacup in here. You see another teacup if you guys are actually paying attention. You should see another teacup. You should see one. But you know what? I'm gonna be a nice guy and draw it out for you. Look. There it goes. There it goes, right here. Zone. Right here. Left the zone right here. Next time I touch the zone, boom. What you got? This drop. So let's just add some more pips to it. Right? So this right here, remember, it touched the zone, left the zone, ain't touch it here, it ain't touch it here, came back around, touched it up here, and then you got this drop. How many pips is this drop right here? Let's see how many pips is this drop. If you would have wrote it, if you could have wrote it all the way down, that's 214 pips, 211 pips. This is put 210 pips. If you would have wrote it all the way down, that's 210 pips. Think about that. But you would have got your 25 pips, obviously. You would have got your easy 25 pips. But you could have held this and wrote it down for 200, and let's put 210 pips. So let's add another 210 pips to GN. So GN gave you 210 plus 160 is 370 pips. So in our first 4 pairs, this is crazy. In our first 4 pairs, EA, ECAT, GCAT, GN, you would have got, let me see, we had 875 on the last 3 pairs, plus 370, 1,245 pips on our first 4 pairs that we've been going over teacups. This is our first 4 pairs. We haven't even touched GJ, UJ, GA, ACAT, UCAT, EJ. Just on these first 4 pairs, you would have got, and that's last week. That's not, this is the thing. This is all in 1 week. This isn't like in the month, like, okay, cool, you caught 1,245 pips in a month off your teacups. That's cool. This is 4 pairs in this week that just passed. That's the crazy part. This is 4 pairs in a total of 1 week. We haven't even gone through the rest of the pairs. So that's 800, that's 1,245 pips in our first 3 pairs. Now, listen, if you don't want to use the strategy, I don't really care. That's really on you. But I'm just showing you an easy way to make money. That's all I'm here for, to show you easy. Whether you use it or not, because there's people that I went to a meeting in New York Tuesday. I was in New York Tuesday. There's people that was in that meeting that's like, yo, I haven't used your strategy yet. And I'm looking at them like, what are you waiting for? Like, unless you're withdrawing, cool, that's fine. On another strategy, that's cool. No problem. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You know, God bless you. Do what you do. So that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got the best strategy. But if your strategy isn't working, try this strategy for a week. Just try it for a week and see if this strategy can help you make money, because the whole thing is withdrawing. So there was people at that meeting that been in a couple of my meetings, a couple of my webinars, and still told me, yo, I haven't used it yet. But again, whatever works for you, that's fine. But if the other strategy that you're using is working for you, by all means, keep using it, right? Please don't draw on my screen. Keep using it. But if it hasn't been working, man, use this. Use this. I'm showing you the money. Ain't this what we're supposed to be doing? Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Look at this. You think this is a game? If y'all think this is a game, look at this one. This is a big teacup though. This is a big teacup. This is like a big one. This is a big teacup. Hold on, let me see something real quick. It's funny how I had my line here because obviously I took this teacup. This wasn't even today I put this line. I had taken this teacup when it happened. So no, I mark up the zone on the hourly. Again, if I see something on the 4-hour, I mark it up, or the daily, but I usually do this. Everything is off the hourly. So I had caught this teacup before, but again, I sold myself short. I sold myself short. Look at this. Look at this. Now let's count these pips. This shit is crazy. Let's count these pips. Look at this teacup right here. Right here. This right here. Zone. Oh yeah, I know you're trying to see. Please do not draw my screen, please. Let me see if I can erase this. Please, because cool, thank you. I appreciate that. So we see it, right? Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this wide U, right? Y'all see it, right? Everybody sees this. Does everybody see it right now? Everybody sees this, right? So now let's count these pips. Because this is what I like, is to count these pips. Let's count these pips. Let me erase this, right? Let me erase this. Let me erase this, and let's count these pips right here. So now this happened on April 3rd. So this is still last week. Oh man, this is getting me excited. April 3rd was what, Tuesday? What day was April 3rd? Was it Tuesday? April 3rd was what? April 3rd was Tuesday. Oh my God. Guys, so this one pair already got us 370 pips. Already we got 370 pips from what we saw from teacups on GN. Let's count these pips right here. From up top. From up top. This teacup right here. Boom. Boom. Let's go. 332 pips. Let's put 330 pips. Ah, man, 300 plus 330. Guys, GN, with my teacup strategy from Tuesday, if you would have caught this Tuesday and used all my teacup strategy just on this one pair, you would have got 700 pips last week on this one pair. 700 pips on this one pair. Because this gave you 330, the big one from here that developed from March 30th, the week before, right? I think that Thursday, it developed and then came back Tuesday, and you would have had your sell limit here because you would have saw it coming back around. You would be like, oh, look, it left the zone man, it's coming back right back to the zone. It's coming back around. Sell limit right here. Cool. There you go. There you go. And yeah, GN moves the most. Yeah, I'm gonna give you my Instagram follow real quick so everybody can follow me on Instagram. That's my Instagram. So 700 pips. Guys, what can you do for 700 pips in a week? What can you do with that? Even if you had a 0.50 on it. If you had a 0.50, man, you know what's that? That's crazy. That is crazy. If you had a 0.50, that's $3,500. If you had a 0.50, just on this pair alone, right? Now, mind you, I trade 3 standards, right? I trade 3 standards, and 700 pips on a 3 standard lot. Jesus, that's 24 grand. If I do the math, that's 21 grand. It don't matter the session, it's just when it forms. This is the thing about the strategy. That you know how some strategies you gotta really do London or New York. This strategy doesn't matter as long as you see a teacup form, it can form in the Asian session, New York session, the London session. It don't matter as long as you see it form. So you see it form. So this pair right here gave us 700 pips. So right now, in our first 4 pairs, 875 plus 700 gives us 1575. Just this last week, on these first 4 pairs, you would have got, if you would have voted it all out, 1,575 pips. Now, again, listen, I'm going to tell you what I do. For me, it's 50 pips a day at a $3 lot. Right? Oh, Keith, easy, because you can see it coming. You just see it coming back around. Once you start seeing it coming back around to a zone, it left the zone. So now you start seeing when it's going to come back to the zone. Okay, I see it already. Even here, look, you can see it coming back. You start seeing it coming back. Look, you're seeing it. Okay, it's going to come back to the zone where it came before. Let me just put my sell limit. It's like, okay, this zone right here. The next time it comes back to the zone where it left, you can see it already. But are to take just right. Well, listen, again, I have a plan. But again, I have 2 accounts. Well, I actually have 3 accounts, right? I have my daughter's account, which I've used proper risk management. I don't go over 0.25 on that one. But that one I was able to grow to like at least almost 20,000 on just that risk management, right? And by the time they're 16, I want to have that account at $1 million, right? So they're 8 and 6 right now. So by the time they're 16, they'll have $1 million in that account. I don't ever take no money out of that account. Then I got my account that you guys see that I do 3 lots, 25 pips, 3 lots, $1,500 a day. I might dabble in other things, but that's just my main goal, $1,500 a day. Then I have the investors account. In the investors account, I'm doing at least 50 to 100 pips a day at an 8 to 10 standard, right? So, and I'm using the strategy. So on that one, I'm doing 50 pips a day, anywhere from an 8 to 10 standard on my investors account, right? So you figure 10 standard, 50 pips. But with that one, I do, I'll hold out more. Maybe get 75 pips a day, maybe 100, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just depending what account I trade. My personal account, for me to live and the way I want to live, I need 50 pips a day, $3. I need $7,500 a week because that's just my lifestyle. My investors, there's a lot of money in that account. Like I told people on Tuesday, there's at least $700,000 to $800,000 in that account, right? So that I'm doing a 10 standard, and that one I'm pushing the limit more. Yeah, I'm doing 50 pips on a teacup, 75 pips on a teacup. That one I'm actually trading my stop loss. But on my personal account, no, I just do my 25 pips. But that one, I do 75. I trail the stop loss. So if I get 75 pips out that teacup, that's what I'm taking. So it's just different accounts I do different things for. But my personal account, 50 pips a day, because you know what happened? Let me tell you something. Do 50 pips a day with my strategy. Do it for 60 days. and watch your account compound. And then now you're going to start putting a lot, 2 lots, maybe 3 lots at the end of those 60 days, because it's just compounding your account. You're compounding your account more than 10%. You're supposed to compound your account 10% a day, but you're compounding your account actually like 40% a day if you use my 50 pip teacup strategy. And that in 60 days, watch how your account goes from where it's at in 60 days just using the strategy. Now you can start playing around. You see, like, let me ask you something. What's the point of me being in the markets all day? Like, I wake up in the morning or London session, or I have my sell limit. To be honest with you, I sleep through stuff because I have my sell limit already in place. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I'm not on the charts all day. You know, I'm not on the charts all day. There's no need for you to be on the charts all day. Put your sell limit. If you want to trail the stop loss, take a look where it's at. Go trail it and go about your life. The more time you spend on the charts, the less effective you'll be on the charts. It's just like when you go to a casino. The more time you sit on that blackjack table, the better it is for the house. The house don't like when you hit them real quick and leave. They want you to stay there all day for you to lose the money that you won and then the money that you had in your pocket that you was gonna lose. Because when you go to the casino, you say, listen, I'm taking $500 to lose. If I lose these $500, I'm good. But what happens? You'll be up $800 and you'll keep, because you're trying to take that $800 to $2,000, you'll stay there, you'll lose the $800 that you was up and your $500 that you came for you to lose. So you'll really lose $1,300 and you'll be mad as hell. You'll be mad as hell. So this is why I tell you, don't get greedy. In my personal account, I don't get greedy. In my investors account, I can't get greedy. I can because there's so much money in there that I can't get greedy. So those I take, because remember, I still got to pay them out and make profit myself. So those I really go hard. Like I really take 75 pips, 50, 75 pips on each teacup setup at a $10 lot. You could just do the math. So, you know, trading is very, very profitable. And like I tell you guys all the time, you guys are getting all this stuff for free. This stuff right here, you're getting it all for free from me. Even if you're in IML, you're on my team, you're getting it for free. Like, people will pay me a lot of money for this. People right now on my DM, yo, can I pay to get in the session? And you guys getting all this for free. So take advantage of it. So that's our first 4 pairs. Whew, that's crazy, man. This is just crazy how these pairs. Sheesh. Look at this one right here. This is, Look at this one right here. Guys, look at this. This is just easy money, man. Like this is Monday. We're gonna go from Monday. This is Monday or the second day of Monday, whatever you call it. Yeah, I trade teacups on an hour. You can trade on a 4-hour daily. If you catch it on the 4-hour daily, you're good for 50 pips minimum. On the 1 hour, I just take my 25. But look, people, this is our 5th pair now. You ask me what pairs is good, it don't even matter the pair anymore. Look, boom. This resistance is what? Your cup. Beginning of the handle. Came back around. Touch the handle right here. Boom. Move this up a little bit. Touch the handle right there. Look at this drop. Look at this drop, people. Right here. Look, boom. Let's go. Let's follow it. That's 104 pips on your first teacup. 104 pips on your first teacup, people. On your first one. On your first teacup right here. Right? Remember, the first time it touches the zone, you guarantee your 25 pips. First time it comes back to the zone, guarantee your 25 pips. You got 104, right? So this is what pairs. This is G8. 104. Let's write that down. Now, second time it touched the zone. Came back around. It did this, right? Follow me here, people. Follow me here. Follow me here. Oh, man, hold on. Second time, remember, 65%. 65%. Boom. There it goes. The second time. Came back to the zone. Remember, the second, you could take the first, always take the first, take the second. After that, don't blame me. First, second, remember the third, I don't take, and look what happens. It kind of went, I want to trust this one. But first time, 104 pips. Second time, came to the zone. There we go. 120 pips. So you're telling me on 2 teacups from Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, you already did on this pair 224 pips. This is 224 pips. But we getting this money. We're gonna get this money. I'm gonna show you how we getting this money. Oh, this is just too much money in here. We just getting too much money in here. Because why? Why we getting too much money in here? Getting too much money in here. We're getting too much money in here, right? Because boom, we got this teacup, right? Let's note the teacups right here. We got 1. Oh, I know you guys see what I see. I know you guys see what I see. This is our first teacup, right? Now this is our second one, coming back to this zone. But hold on. We got some more for you. We got some, I know you guys see it. Setups are crazy. Like this is just, it's not, yeah, I know there's no one, right? So let me erase this, right? You see, this is the first one, second one in the same zone, which was 1.83542. So let's write this down. Let's write this down. 1.83542. Cool, right here. So this zone gave us 2 teacups. 1, 2, right? Now, hold on. Because this is why I tell you, I'm gonna show you why you need the 30 pip stop loss, right? Boom, because of this. Now let me erase this. Hold on. Damn, this is crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm leaving a lot of money in the table. You know what? I'm starting to realize now, the more and more I do this, I'm leaving too much money on the table. I mean, I might have to. I'm gonna take my account to 100,000. My personal account in the next 2 months will be 100,000 because I'm leaving too much money on the table. I'm gonna go away a little bit from this 25 pips. This is too much money out here I'm leaving on the table. Boom, right? Boom. Here we go. Boom. Let's draw it up for you, just in case you can't see and you're blind. Left the zone, right? The resistance was 1.83342. That's the cup. This is the handle. The handle came down. Oh, okay, you want to touch it for the first time here? Boom, there you go. There goes the drop. There goes the drop right here. 70 pips. Let's add 70 pips. Now, the reason why you want to have, now this is how you're going to kill the game. The reason why you want to have a 30 pip stop loss is because what? You would have had a sell limit right here again, right? Cool, you would have had a sell limit right here. Because you're like, okay, it's coming back around. Right here would have been your sell limit again. Let's write this down. Man, y'all got me teaching this shit today, y'all. I'm teaching this. I like to see people win. So I get amped when I can show them something that they can win. So, cool, right? So, this is your second teacup right here at the zone, right? Right, let's put it right here. So, you would have had a sell limit here. So you would have been like, oh man, hold on, I'm in the drawdown. You would have been in drawdown, how many pips? 30 pips, 32 pips. That's fine. But you would have caught this one. So you would have got, if worse comes, me personally, I told you 30 pips, but if I see something like this where there's a teacup right above it, right? This is what I do. When I see this teacup above it, that I got my pips, and I got my second pip, and then I see that it passed it, and it's going up to my next teacup that I already had it at, I would have moved the stop loss to like at least 40, 50 pips. That's just me, because I already know what's going to happen. It's going to come here, try to look for stop losses, and then go back down because what? The second time it touched the zone, and this is the second time it touched this zone. So it will go up to this teacup. You have 2 teacups within one. Once you see it past this teacup and it goes to here, move your stop loss up more than 30 pips because you know it's going to what? Probably send out a wick, try to get some people out before it goes down. So that's something that I'm teaching you. Those are little tricks of the trade that I'm teaching you. I would have caught both of these teacups both back to back. Because I would have moved my stop loss to 40, 50 pips because I know it's not gonna go that high. So boom, you got this, then you got this one, move your stop loss, you catch this one right here, and you catch this one, there you go. Because remember, I tell you, move it 30 pips. But you could also, as you see it going up to the next teacup, if you would have had your sell limit here and it reaches your next sell limit, move your stop loss again. Move it again because you know it might just throw out a wick to get everybody out before it does its move. So, boom, 1, 2, 3. So right now, as we speak, we have 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, and 3. So let's count these pips. If you would have did it again from here, so you would have did it again. That's another 100 pips. Remember, move your stop loss. Move your stop loss if you see it going to your stop loss, because if it hit the second teacup, this right here would have been the first teacup, second up here, just move your stop loss. Don't worry about it. It's not going to get hit. Move it because it's going to come back down. Remember, first time, second time, it's going to come back down. So, unless a news fix it, but that wasn't news. So, right now, just in here, just this zone right here, 1, 2, 3, and your first 4 teacups for the first 2 days, you have 224. Let's do the math right now, because I see another teacup. I know you guys see a couple of more teacups in here. This shit is crazy. It's part of the land, but you see this shit. There's even more teacups in this, and this one pair. I know you guys see it. I know you guys are seeing it now. If you've been on this, if you've been on my seminars, and you've been on this one right now for the hour and a half that we've been doing this, I know you see a couple of more. You gotta see a couple of more unless you're blind. You see a couple of more. It's just crazy, right? So right now in this pair alone, right now up to date, let's do the math. Right? Let's do the math. 104 plus 120 plus 70 plus 100. So in our first 2 days of the market, right? First 2 days of the market, we got a total of 394 pips for GA. Right? But hold on, we ain't done yet. Because we ain't done yet. Wait, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Because we're gonna go like this. Hold on. Wait a second. Hey, wait, boom. Boom right here. Cool. It left. Started. Okay. Oh, you coming back up? You come. Oh, wait, I got you right now. Sell limit right here. At what? 1.83076. Sell limit right here. Oh, we're gonna mess them up this week. This just 4 pairs. What is the 5th pair? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is just last week. This ain't even a month. This is just in a week. Guys, this is just in a week. Look at this right here. So, okay, cool. So how many pips is that? Oh, we got you right here. Hold on. Let's write this down. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. 131 pips. Cool. It's 131. We already got 394 for the beginning of the week with this pair. But also, it wants to come back around again. All right? Because remember, the second time, I told you 65%. So, cool. Oh, you want to come back the second time? I got you. I got you right here. Oh, I got you right here. Let's count these pips again. Boom. Again. 131 pips again. Because what would have happened? 2 things. You could have got out right here. You could have got out. Once you got this one, you could have got out. Or just, you know what? If you was a person like me, or if you was a person that moves your stop loss a lot, you would have been like, all right, let me move my stop loss, but let me move it above this just in case it comes and retest. And you would have caught both of them. Look at this. The first one, this is why I say take your 25 pips, catch your 25 pips, cool, right? Right here, catch your 25 pips. Whatever, right? You could have just held it from here. The first one was from here to here. Let's go from here to here. That's 45 pips. You would have got out. But then you would have sort of come back around. You would have caught it again. And then you would have caught that one. So let's go. First teacup right here gave you 45 pips, right? Actually gave you more. Hold on. It gave you 65 pips, right? You would have caught that, got out, then you would have sort of come back around. So the first one gave you 65 pips. Then if you want to take the second one, like I told you, the second one you could take, that gave you 131 pips. So GA alone, GA gave you alone From Monday to Thursday, it gave you $394, right? Plus 65 plus 131. GA gave you 590 pips for the week in teacups. 500, it actually gave you a little bit more because you got another one right here. You see this right here? You got that one right there. So you got that right there. But just for what I just showed you, right? Forget that one. What I just showed you gave you 590 pips. So give me 1 second, I'm sorry. People are cursing me out because they ain't on the webinar. Sorry, hold on. Let me just that's my fault because I should have put it to 200. I tried to do it at the last minute, but so I feel bad for the people who ain't get on this one. But guys, just I don't even have to go through any other pairs. If you really think about it, our first 5 pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has produced right now at the current moment. Our first for the week has produced. The first 4 pairs produced 1575 plus 590, 2,165 pips. Our first 5 pairs has produced 2,165 pips this week, just using the teacup strategy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try YouTube Live. Think about that. The first 5 pairs produced 2,165 pips. Now listen, I don't care what strategy people are using. I don't think it's producing these type of pips. I really don't think it's doing that. Yeah, you see, okay, perfect. This is why I don't take the third time. You see, first time, right? Second time, and then the third time, look what happened. It passed it. That's why I say third time is I don't count the third time. First 2 times, yeah. The third time is a risk that is gonna pass it. So just know that. If it makes the third teacup, you might be able to buy it and write it up, but I wouldn't sell it though, the third time. First time, second time, third time, no good in my book. No good in my book. First 2 times, yes. Third time, no good in my book. So you want to look at, let's look at, okay, so we did the exotic pairs, right? We did the exotic pairs. Let's look at the pairs that most people trade, which is EU, GU, UJ, GJ, right? Let's look at those pairs. Let's look at GJ. Take this out. Let's see what GJ gave us. Let's look. See if we got anything on GJ. Let me see if the 4-hour gave us something. Okay. So you can always look in the 4-hour just in case you don't find nothing, right? Zone, throw it up. Remember what I said with the 4-hour? When you find it on the 4-hour, you take it for 50 pips minimum. Touch the zone, right here, zone, came around, touch the zone, and even if you wanted to put it here, you could have, but I go with the nearest, the nearest highest wick, which is this one, right? Or if it's a body, then it's a body, like I show you right here. But right here, you got it right here. You got the teacup, one, came around, touched it. How many pips this gave you? You would have waited 8 hours for it to do what it did, right? But it would not hit your stop loss or nothing, so you would have been fine. So you would have just waited it out, and you would have got total of 137 pips, rounded off to 135 or 140. So this is rounded off 135. That gave you 145 pips. Now, again, because if you guys are really paying attention, You see another one. Like this is, you don't even have to remember the first time, second time is good. What do I say? The first and second time are good, right? Cool. So let's put the arrows. First time. This is the first teacup right here. Let me erase this right here real quick for you guys. Now, we have the second one, right? Okay, cool. Because this is the one you actually made your pips from. So, cool. Boom. Next time it came back to touch the zone, you would have got your 25 pips, right? But let's just say you would have held on to it. Because you want to hold on to it. You want to see where it goes. Hasn't hit your stop loss. So, yeah, 27 pips, it would not hit your stop loss. So let's see. You would have held on to it. You would have waited 8 hours again. But then look, you would have waited 8 hours. There you go. 140 pips. There you go. You would have got your 20. See, you would have got your 25 pips here, whatever. Matter of fact, you would have got more right here. If you didn't even have to wait that hour. I'm sorry. You didn't even have to wait the 8 hours, because right here you would have got 80 pips, 85 pips right here. I didn't see this candle right here. So right here, you would have got it again for your second time, right? This is your second teacup. You would have got 85 pips. But if you would have held it, look at this right here. Look at this right here. But you want to be technical? You want to be technical? You can be technical with teacups. Cool. This is a condensed teacup. This is a quick teacup. Boom. That would have been your third. Again, I wouldn't have taken the third, but your first one, you would have got, on the 4-hour chart, you would have got your 140 pips on 140 pips. Let's put that GJ, because everybody trades GJ. GJ, 140 plus your second time, your second teacup would have been this right here. This one right here, you would have got 90 pips. Now, if you was a gambler and you would have took it again, you would have got, but I'm not going to count the third one, because I was, I want to take the third one, but again, you can do what you want. It's your account. But on the first two ones, 140 plus 90, that's 230. Like, this is going to be repetitive. It's just repetitive, the amount of pips you're going to get. It's just repetitive. Right? So this quick one could have been another one for you, but I would have got out of it. So you would have got 190 pips. Went to then look at the third one right here, which I would have considered this a third one, right? Because it's the same line. Remember, it's the same resistance line, 1.50319. So this would have been my third one. I wouldn't have touched it. I wouldn't have touched it here. And look what happens. So once I got these two out the way, I'm good. But you could be a gambler and see it come back around and take it again. That's on you. You would have caught something, but I wouldn't have done that. So 140 plus 90, you would have got 230 pips off of GJ just on teacups, right? Just on teacups. Guys, this is just a week. This is not even a month. That's the crazy part. UJ. We're going to do UJ and GU. That'll be our probably last two pairs we do. So, let's see. Let's see for, remember, they had a lot of news. Just had a lot of news this week. So, be mindful. The only thing that could mess up a teacup is news. This had a lot of news this week. The U.S. President had a lot of news. I think it was FOMC this week, right? It was a couple of speeches. Yeah, this is recorded, Keith. So just let me give you my Instagram, and then DM me, and I'll give you the full recording, because DM me for the recording. So, okay, cool. So this had a lot of news. This had a lot of news this week. The U.S. pairs had a lot of news. But, sorry. There we go. Right? Yeah, I got recordings of my other two webinars on the YouTube channel, but you have to get the link for that to see those recordings. Because I'm not just going to give it to the public. I'm going to give it to the people who are IML or who are on my team. I'm just not going to give it to the public. So, cool, right? So we got the zone right here. There you go. So let's see how many pips this gave you. Right, so this is the zone. Let's see how many pips this gave you. It gave you your 25 pips and then some, I think. There we go. So 65 pips you got from UJ. UJ, 65 pips you got from UJ on a teacup. I don't see, this was news, this was all news. That's why you see it like that. That was news. So we can't control the news. Now we can do with the news. Can't do nothing with the news. So UJ only gave you 65 pips. Actually gave you a little bit more. Yeah, actually gave you a little bit more. This one was the body. Wasn't no weight, but this was the body. So it came back around, changed directions, came back around. There you go, boom. That gave you, I gave you something here. That gave you another 65 pips. But in all fairness, you would have evened out because this one you would have lost the second time. If you would have took the teacup here for the second time, you would have, let me see, did it give you the 25 pips? Let me see. If it gave you 25 pips, then you know. And give you 25. So you would have lost here. So you would have lost, you would have broke even here. You would have caught really 1 pip. So I'm gonna give UJ 65 pips. I'm not gonna put both of them because you would have lost one. So you would have lost that one right there. So we've been through how many pairs already? 1, 2, 7 pairs. 7 pairs, and we took probably like how many teacups you think in total we took? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did I always say? What do I always say? We already taken 10, I think we took in 10 teacups, right? In total? Or more than that. Let me see. We took 4 here. Now we took more than 4 teacups. I mean, more than 10 teacups already, right? We've taken, if I'm correct, we've taken way more than 10 teacups. If I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've taken 22 teacups. Listen to this. We've taken 22 teacups. I hope you understand what I'm about to say. 14? I got 22. I'm counting 22 here. 1, 2, 4. EA, EC, GC, GN. Oh, so 14. Yeah, 15. I'm sorry. We've taken 15 teacups. 15 teacups, and we lost one of them. Think about that for a second. The 50. The blue movement is 50. We've taken 15 teacups in how many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pairs. In 7 pairs, we've taken 15 teacups. We've lost 1. Think about that for a second. 50 is exponential. The 4 is simple. $15 teacups, we've lost 1. You're gonna tell me that's not a good week? And that's every week. I tell you, you win 9 out of 10 teacups. You win 9 out of 10 teacups. When you do it on the demo, you're gonna win 9 out of 10 teacups. Whew. Oh man. We got something here. This will probably be the last pair I do, because I know Orvin's up on IML TV and I don't like to go through his time. I don't like to like. Yeah, you can put the 450. I got them on my phone. So guys, listen to me. This was news right here. Obviously, you can see that this was news. Remember, we can't do nothing with news. News is nothing that none of us could do. When it's news, don't matter. It's just gonna do what it do, right? This is news. And I remember telling people, I'm not taking this teacup on my team because the news is going to push it past it. But what it did do is go to the next teacup and then drop. So this is GU. So all right, cool, no problem. Just say you was in the webinar. That's what you got to say. He was on the webinar. So this is the last pair I'm gonna do. I did UJ at GU. This is 12 o'clock. So cool. So what happens here? Leaves the zone, right? Leaves the zone. Now, news pushes it back to the zone. But the reason you're okay, because look where it came from. Down here, so it exhausted itself. It was already overbought. By the time it got to this teacup, the news helped you out here because it was overbought. You see the exhaustion of it going all the way up. So now, put your sell limit there. You would have got your, you didn't get that much, 21 pips. You didn't really get that much. You would have got 21 pips. Not really good. Here, cool. There you go. There you go. Come back around. There goes all the pips you need. There it goes. Boom, boom. $128 pips. And I still say that you're still going to get you're still going to get your 25 pips here. You're still going to get your 25 pips right here. So even if it was in this trade, you're still going to get your 25 pips. See. You're still going to get, this is still going to come down to 25 pips. So I'm not even worried about that. That's the second time it touched the zone. You're going to get your 25 pips. You might get even more. But here, the first time it touched the zone, you got this big drop, 130 pips. 130 pips. Right here, you got 21 pips. I still would have probably been in this trade if I would have caught it and just waited out to get my 25. No big deal. But again, C cups all over here, all over the place. There we go. Boom. Zone. Zone. This was news. So if you would have put it here, I don't think you probably would have lost it because this was news. News drawn this up. Remember, it was 8:30 news on Friday, right? NFP, I think it was. I think it was NFP, yeah. This was NFP right here, so you can't do nothing about this. But this is Thursday. This is Thursday, right? So I always say the only thing that could affect the teacup is the news. Comes back around. There you go. There goes your drop. There goes your drop right here. Let's go. Let's see how many pips. 100 pips. Cool. Don't stress it, right? You would have lost this one. You would have got enough pips here. You would probably took a 30 pip stop loss. You would have got stomped out because of the news, but you still made these two right here, which was 200 pips. So you lose 30, or no, 230 pips, you lose 30, that's 200 pips you still gain. But again, there's more pips to come. Boom. First time coming back from the zone. There you go. This is why I say don't get greedy. Probably want to have this one either. So as you can see, news did a lot. News could really drive things. News could really drive things. So that was NFP. So that would have been a good idea to take this anyway because it was NFP. So Friday, I would have not taken this, and then probably most likely would not have taken this because of the news. But I would have taken this one only because it's exhausted. And look how far it went up. It has to start coming back down. So this one I would have took because I would have just let it ride out until it formed the big wick. But you got one teacup here, you got two teacups here. So again, as you can see, this strategy works. Yeah, I have a Telegram group, but that's only for the people on my team. I should make a teacup Telegram group. I should make one, but I don't know yet because I don't want to take time away from my team. Like I'll do these webinars for everybody on Sundays and hopefully IMO TV, but for the people on my team, I want to give them my attention. So I don't want to make a Telegram group just for teacup because I want to give the people who sign to my team, I want to give them an incentive to be on my team. The reason why they're on my team, they're like, okay, cool, we get to get these trainings from Lou. So I don't want to just do a Telegram group for everybody. I'll do these trainings for everybody on Sundays and hopefully on IMO TV soon. But no, I'm not gonna do no group. So as you can see, this strategy works. This strategy works. I'll be here next Sunday again at 10 o'clock. Maybe I might do something Tuesday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock for an hour. But as you can see, this strategy works. No ifs, and buts about it. It doesn't matter what pair. This strategy works. The thing with the U.S. pairs this week, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a lot of news on the U.S. pairs. If it wasn't no news, we would have more teacups for all the U.S. pairs. UJ, GU, you would have more teacups. That's all. But because of NFP and all those type of news this week on the U.S. pairs, you ain't get that much teacups of the U.S. pairs because of the news. But in hindsight, did you really need those? Did you really need those? Because you got so many from the other ones. Right now, in total, with GJ, we got over 2,700 pips caught. Now, all the pairs that I looked at today, 2,700 pips. And that's in a week. Most people don't catch 2,700 pips in a year. Some people just can't really trade. They just keep trying, but they can't. So you, just off this teacup strategy, you caught 2,700 pips in a week. In a week. You know, you caught all these pairs in a week. So try it on your demo. When I tell you it works, it works. It just works. Oh, this is one that I caught this earlier this week. Yeah, that's not even. And again, I ain't go through all the pairs. I'm still missing 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs on my list. I'm still missing, and we're already at 2,700 pips. And if we just go through EU real quick, you're gonna see it right here. Look, I took this teacup earlier this week. How many pips is this? This would have been 70 pips on the EU right there. Then no, but hold on, you got more. You got more. You got them all over the place. Look at this. Look at this. That's 70 right here. That's 50. Let's go 55. So EU real quick, because I was on this pair, 70, 55. Remember this, the resistance line is your cup. This is the handle. It comes back around, completes the handle, then you get the drop. So right now we're looking at almost 3,000 pips. And I haven't even looked more. Let me see. Boom. Okay, we look. Perfect. Look. Let me show you real quick. Right here, right? Handle came back around. Zone. Let's see what we get out of it. Let's see if we're not gonna get 20. It hasn't been hit 25 pips, but we don't know where the market's gonna open. But that could have been 25 pips. I just saw another one too. Cool. Teacups within teacups. Find them all day. Teacups within teacups. You can find them all day. Boom, zone. Right? Boom, how many pips is that? You'll start finding them. $24, $25. That's fine. I'll take that. You'll find them. Trust me, you'll find them. But again, it was a lot of news with the U.S. pairs, so you have to take that into account. But before the news, let's not even count Friday. Just before the news, you would have got your pips. Just before the news. No, I just do sell limits with teacups. The special 2-for-1. Yeah, I like those 2-for-1s. They be nice. Them 2-for-1s be coming in nicely. Them 2-for-1s be coming in, you know? So, again, there was a lot of news with the U.S. pairs. So you got to understand, U.S. pairs this week was kind of like crazy because there was a lot of news with the U.S. pairs. So, you know, it was just a lot, like a lot of news with the U.S. pairs. So, like I said, you just go through them, look for them, and just look for them. This was the week. This was the week before. This was UJ the week before. But yeah, for this week, we caught a lot of pips. Caught a lot of first teacup. Look at this teacup right here. Look, this is I could just look at a pair and spot them. That's when you know when you could do this. You know you got them. When you just go to any pair and just spot them right away. There you go. I ain't take this one, but I could spot them. I ain't look at it. 30 pips right there. You could just spot them. Look. Zone. Zone. There you go. $92 pips. That was 30 plus 92. This is This is what? A CAD. 30 plus 90. And look at this one right here. Look. Remember, 30 pip stop loss, right? April 2nd, 30 pip stop loss, right? So this is just this week. This is this week. The zone, right? Came back around. This is the zone. You would have had your sell limit right here. You would have had your sell limit right here. You would have been in drawdown. Let me see. You would have been in drawdown. 8 pips. You would have been in drawdown, right? If you had your sell limit right here, came back, touched the zone. Right here, touch the zone right here. You would have been in drawdown 8 pips. That's nothing. You got 30 pips to play with, right? And then now here you go. Let's go. Let's count some pips. Let's count some pips right here. Let's count some pips. This was what day was this? This was April 2nd, April 3rd. So that was Monday to Tuesday. Remember, any pair this week that didn't have the US in it was a lot of T-cuts because the US had too many news. But only on Thursday and Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the US pairs had a lot of news. But everything else that wasn't US, and you still caught T-cups on the US pairs, but not as much as the other pairs because of the news. But let's just write this out. Look. Could have wrote it out to here, right? That was 90 pips. That was almost 100 pips. But if you would have trailed your stop loss, right, you would have just been trailing it. Cool. You would have just rolled it out all the way here. There you go. 130 pips. But even if you would have wrote it down here, 34 pips, 90 pips right here, basically, and then write it down 130 pips. So in this pair right now, you got 260 pips off of ACAD. 200, and I bet you if I go to other pairs that don't have the dollar in it, you would have. We're well over 3,000 pips. We're well over 3,000 pips. Well over 3,000 pips. So, people, I tell you all the time, this stuff works. This stuff works. If you have any questions, you can ask me any question. I'll take your questions for the next 5 minutes. So just if you have any questions, unmute yourself if you have a question, or let me know. Just put it in the chat. Put the question in the chat. Can you please explain your approach? Okay, so I'm looking for zones, right? So if you want to use a line chart, I'm looking for zones. Like I'm looking for zones where it totally left the zone. So right here would have been a zone where you see it drop down for a while. So this would be one zone. I already know, I guess because I've been doing it so long, I just know like this zone right here, it started dropping down. and started forming the U. So I know this is the zone it's going to go to. Right here, same thing. This zone right here, this is what I'm going to do. This is honestly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. Right? This could be 1 teacup. This could be 2. And what I do is I look at the distance. Cool. 17 pips. Mine's the 30 pip stop loss. So what I'm saying to myself is, worst comes to worst, this goes to this teacup. I'm only going to be draw down 18 pips. I'm okay. So I'll get in here. See? This zone, because this wick right here, I'm like, okay, cool. This wick right here, this is where I would look to get into these zones. Right here, easy. Came around. Once you start seeing this, you already know it's coming back to here or here. It's either coming here or here. Here or here. That's where it's coming from. It's either coming here or here. I'm gonna go with the first one. Because if worst comes to worst, I look at the pips. What's my drawdown? 8 pips, 9 pips, no big deal. My stop loss is up here. That's fine. You know? So I'm just looking for the wick or body, but I'm gonna look this zone. This zone really, why? Because obviously it changed that was going up, changed directions. This candle right here has a little wick, so I'm gonna go off for this. You'll start like, as you go, you see it more and more. You just see it more and more and more. You'll see it more and more and more. Plus, if you really think about it, this right here, I'll see this and I'll see this right here. I'm like, okay, this was a zone. This was a zone right here. So let me just put it here, or I'll put it here, where I see a lot of traffic. But I've been doing this so long that it just comes naturally to me that I could just look at it. I think it was one that we was talking about that was about to form. Like, all right, cool. Look, this is the wick, right? The wick. Ain't touch it. It's gonna come back around to touch it. So I already know. Okay, it's gonna touch here. This is the zone it's gonna touch. Plus, look at this one right here. This one, this one, this one. So I know, okay, and you put a sell limit right here. Put a sell limit right here. That's how I really could see it. See, this did 1, 2. Now this is the third one. So now I'm looking like this. Okay, cool. You know what? This might be a teacup right here. This right here. Remember the first 2 times you're good. 1, 2, we caught them. Now the third time I don't get in, right? But I already know, okay, cool, it dropped here, but I know this is gonna come up to here. So I'm ready. In my mind, I already know. And look, I'm doing this live with you right here. Look, this is the next zone, right here. This wick right here is gonna come up to this wick and drop. Come up to this wick and drop. Because it's still on a downtrend. This is still on a downtrend, so it's gonna retest. It's probably gonna retest this zone. This wick is not, I don't think it's gonna come up all the way over here to retest and drop again. I think it's gonna retest right here. This is where it's gonna retest again. So this is just a wide U right here. Y'all see this? Whenever it comes to this zone, that's how it's gonna come. I just catch them. I don't do, I mean, there's sometimes that I might get on in the morning, I might just put a quick teacup webinar. I see something, but you could do that. But that's at your own risk. This is why I say I stay disciplined. I'm not looking for no buy, even though I know it's gonna come up here, but I just wait for it, come up here, put my sell limit. That's because remember, the market do whatever it wants. I'm gonna do what I know is secure. This is secure for me right here. This right here, this sell limit right here is secure for me. Because I could put a buy and then all of a sudden it comes all the way back down. Now you're down, you're out, you're upset. So I'm not gonna play with it. I'm just gonna wait right here. I'm like, you know, like when you're running a race and there's the guy waiting for you at the finish line, that's me. I'm just here waiting for you at the finish line. I don't care what happens in between. I'm just waiting for you to get to my finish line. Whatever you do, I don't care. I'm not buying it. I'm sticking to my guns. Sell limit right here. That's all I need. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you could buy it. You could buy the pairs going up to the teacup. But me, the market could go up a little bit and then all of a sudden just dip down and then you're upset. Wait for the teacup. This strategy, me waiting for the teacup, you know what's funny? If you think about it in hindsight, all the times I waited for the teacup, I could have bought. But again, I stay disciplined. I stay to what I'm doing. I don't just, this is what we call distractions. You're gonna get distracted, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get this teacup, so let me buy. And sometimes I did that, but then sometimes I never reached that teacup. And then I'm losing. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do what I said. Wait for it to finish the race. Wait for this to finish the race up here. And let's just secure your pips. We want profits. We want everybody to withdraw Fridays. We want profits. Just secure your pips. Let's just wait for it to get to this zone, right? It came to this zone. Let's see if it did its 25 pips before I check out. Right here. Yeah, you got your 25 pips right here. You got your 25 pips. Cool. Zone, came back. Cool. 25 pips. But let's wait till you get this one, because this one might be the bigger one. Because this is still a downtrend. It's still a downtrend. So it's going to retest. And let's see if we get this big drop. I'm looking for 25 pips, but you might be able to get this big drop right here. This big drop. Yeah, we don't chase the markets. I do both, I mean, I'm really looking for my teacup strategy in the 50 and the 4. But I mark up support and resistance. You have to. You just, any trader, I think you have to do that. You definitely have to do that. Yeah, shout out to my guy Domingo, because I went to his house last week and we were just going over some stuff. And again, like I said, I feel like everybody's a good trader. I think everybody has potential to be a great trader. You just gotta find something that works for you. I'm not saying this is gonna work for everybody. It works for me. It's worked for a lot of people. So I'm thinking that it really does work for everybody. But everybody has the potential to really make money trading. We just gotta stick to the plan and execute the plan. That's all we gotta do. Stick to our trading plan and then figure out how we're gonna execute our trading plan. Don't be greedy. Do not be greedy. Let me ask you something. And I'm being so honest with you guys right here. I know I could be greedy and get more pips on my personal account. Obviously, when I'm trading investors' money, I have to get more pips because there's a lot of money they're giving me and whatever percentage I'm giving them. So that's different. But on my own personal account, because everybody here has their own personal account. None of you guys are trading for other people. So I'm not even going to count that. But no, I won't be. I will be in New York probably the weekend of May 10th or 12th for like a good 3 weeks. And then I'm going to probably stay there for the whole summer. So in your personal account, right? In your personal account, why would you want to be greedy? Because if you tell yourself, listen, just think about it like this. If you trade 0.50, right? Cool, you trade 0.50. And you get 50 pips a day at 0.50, that's what? 50 pips a day at 0.50, $5 a pip. That's $250, right? $250. That's $12.50 a week. $12.50 a week, 5 days a week. That's $12.50 a week. That's guaranteed money. Why not take the guaranteed money? Why play around when you don't have to? Take your guaranteed money. Whether you put 0.25, cool. Now you're making $625 a week. You're withdrawing $625. Let's say you just put 0.25. You don't want to put more than that. That's $625. You're going to guarantee withdraw every week. And if God forbid you just compound it for the next 2 months, now all of a sudden you're going from 0.25 to a standard in the next 2 months. Now you really ain't playing around. Now you're doing $2,500 a week. You get what I'm saying? Now you start from 0.25, and now in 2 months, now you're like, well, hold on, 625, 625, 625 for a month. That's how much. People look at it. People don't look at the long term. They look at the short term. Oh, what's this? $625 is not a lot of money. Yes, it is. Do that for the whole month. That's what 12. That's 12. That's $2,500 at a 0.25. So now you do that for 2 months. Now you raise your account to $5,000. Now you can put a standard. Now you could do 50 pips at a standard a day. That's $500 a day. Now instead of you making $2,500 a month at 0.25, in 2 months you start making $2,500 a week. See the difference? You go from making $2,500 a month because you're doing 0.25 in the next 60 days. Now you're going making $2,500 a week. Now your account, now you start being like, okay, whoa, now this is getting fun now. Now this is getting fun. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I did. I didn't take nothing out for 2 or 3 months, compounded my account. Now I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can put a bigger lot size. So now instead of me doing $2,500 a month, I'm doing $2,500 a week. Now I went to $5,000 a month to doing $5,000 a week. Now I went from $7,500 a month to doing $7,500 a week. And if I really want to, I could probably do $10,000, $15,000 a week if I really push it on my personal account. But $7,500 a week is a great number. I don't need more. I don't need less. That's fine with me. That's $28,000 a month. If I can't live over $28,000 a month, then I need my head examined. I mean, I have issues. If I can't live over $28,000 a month, then I have issues. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, $30,000 a month. If I can't live over $30,000 a month, then I have issues. I mean, I should be able to live. I mean, I really have no bills, right? So you start small, you implement the strategy, you start small, and then you let your account build up, and now you're putting bigger lot sizes. Because we all want to get to at least a standard, right? That's most everybody's dream, to be able to trade a standard on your account every day without no problems. That's everybody's dream. So for you to get there, be disciplined. Yeah, this is being recorded. Just go to my Instagram and tell me that you was on the thing, and I'll send it to you. So I have to upload and everything, so give me like a couple of hours. So the most important thing is that you stay consistent, build your account up, so now you could just trade lot sizes. You know, the whole point of trading is you want to be able to trade lot sizes to get less pips to make more money. You don't want to be trading 0.25 and have to get 200 pips a day to make your quota. No, you want to trade $1 lot, $2 on lot, $3 standards to meet your quota with less pips. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Less pips, bigger lot sizes, make your life easy. That's all you want to do. But how you going to get there? Because some of us don't have the money to put in $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in the account. We got to start with $100, $200, $300, $400. So you trading plan, 50 pips a day, boom, accumulate your account. And in 2 months, I bet you any money you'll be at trading a standard. It don't matter the pairs. This week, because of news, the US pairs didn't give you a lot. But normally it's any pair. Like what we just did with the first 5, GNG, GCAD, UCAD, Euro, and GN, gave us 2,707 pips. That's a regular week with the US pairs also. It's just that it was a lot of news this week on the US. And plus it's NFP, so there's a lot of things going on. But these will give you pips all day. Like this is just pips all day, right? So just get a trading plan, execute it. If you want, try it on a demo for a week. Once you see that it's working, and just do it. Just do it for a week. So that's all. Like I said, that's all you need to do. This ain't rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. I stood 2.5 hours for you guys on this webinar. Listen, there's people that will not do this. There's people that will not do this. They will not take the time out. They will do this for their teams, but they won't do it for everybody in IML. You know, and there's right now probably over 150 people that couldn't get into this webinar because I only had 100 people that could get on it. But trust me, don't waste your time being on here and not taking nothing out of it. You know, I will put up the recording, and I will upload the recording now. Once I'm finished, it'll probably take a couple of hours, whatever. And then I will put it up on all the group chats. If you missed it, all my group chats. For Rudy's people, for Gustavo's people, I will put in their group chat too. And if you're not in their teams, you can just hit me up on IG, and I'll be sure to send you the link whenever I put the link up. And yeah, like I said, let's just make some money. Let's all make some money trading. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you guys in the next 5-6 months be able to just make, you know, it's a great feeling, man. I tell people all the time, man, it's a great feeling that you can make this type of money trading. And it's so, I make it so simple. You ain't got to boggle your head. You ain't got to slam your head against the wall because you lose one day, you win one day. I'm winning almost every day. Like every day I'm winning because of this strategy. You know? So, you know, and there's people, like I said, there's people that is on this call that could vouch for it. You know, is that because people, this is the thing, people will show you a strategy and they're the only ones that are making money off the strategy. You never hear people say, man, I'm making money off what you taught me. Only a few. But this strategy, I've had so many people tell me that they've been making money off this strategy. Like I have a lot of people, more than hundreds of people telling me. So try the strategy out, and I'll be on next week, Sunday. I'll rest assured that next Sunday I will definitely have this room open to 200 to 500 people. So let's get more people on, and I will let you guys know when I start my IMO TV channel. And I appreciate you guys being on. Thank you for your support. And maybe I'll do something maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Look out for me to put up something on Instagram or in the groups Tuesday and Wednesday for a 10 o'clock teacup, just to see what we see. Maybe Wednesday. Let's let the next 3 days unfold, and let's see what's going to happen for the next couple of days after Wednesday, or what we could catch. So let me write my IG one more time. So have a great Sunday. Oren's on IMO TV. I know I went through his kind of session because his session started at 12. So, you know, I don't like doing that, but I just wanted to give you guys as much as I could, you know, for these 2 hours and a half. So appreciate you guys. Oren's on IMO TV. And oh, he canceled? Did Oren cancel? Okay. All right. So, yeah, all right. So then then it was cool then. Yeah, it was meant to be then. It was meant to be. So I appreciate you guys being on. And, you know, who knows? Maybe later on today at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, if I'm home, maybe I'll just do another teacup webinar just to see where these pairs are at. Maybe I'll do something tonight. If I do something tonight, you guys can get back on and we can look at the pairs, you know, because after the market open, we can see what's going on. So, Shelly, how you doing, Shelly? Shelly's one of my signups from last week. You know, I appreciate you signing up, and I hope this was knowledgeable for you. And again, I see you guys maybe tonight, maybe Wednesday, definitely next Sunday, but maybe I'll do something tonight. Yeah, I always listen. Anybody on Gustavo's team is on my team. Anybody on Rudy's team is on my team. Anybody on IMO is on my team. So I will let you guys know on those chats that I have access to. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely, and I'll let people know on Instagram. So I might do something tonight. So guys, enjoy your Sunday, and I'm out.